The Rebels will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Now they'll run it to the right here. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. That's reeled in. It's Johnson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Third and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Terry. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. Convert that third down on the slant. Now everybody sort of settles into the game.
Yeah, you do have nerves. I mean, everybody does. Opening drive, you watched film, and how good are they really? And you get that first down. You throw the quick timing slant. Now, everybody settle in. We're good. We got this.
He has the first and still on his feet. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Might be changing the route. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Man, these slant routes, you throw them quick. It's a timing route. You've thrown 3 million of them to the wide receiver, and most of the time, he gets his hands up and he catches it, keeps his body in the way. But right there, just lack of focus, lack of concentration, just drops the easy play. He's probably caught that ball 99% of the time it's been thrown to him.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Caught over the middle. It's Terry. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
You want to talk about versatility at the linebacker spot, and this guy is it. He had 2 interceptions in his last game. That's his first pick in this one. He's good stopping the run. He can go sideline to sideline. He can blitz. He can spy. And, man, he is really good in coverage.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Second down, they'll go to the air. With the catch, it's dribbling. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for space. It's Lacy. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Going to swing it on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Made the grab in the end zone for the score. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
Well, the defense is going to have to find an answer for this tight end down in the end zone. You cannot allow that guy that much space.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the left side. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. Second and 10, really hard. Third and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
The Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on third. Snagged in the middle. It's Coleman. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. I don't know if this is the time for this type of risk. Offense going for it inside its own 40. Quarterback may change this route. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. Final play of the quarter coming. On the ground, it's Lacey. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Alexander. Turning it on. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
They'll go to the toss. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
Oh, the attempt is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Got it in the middle. It's Hardy. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
Well, one of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Tigers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Well, how's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, 4th down in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Showing the arm strength to the left. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. Well, they've done nothing on offense so far, but if they can put some points on the board before halftime, it could really change things.
No doubt. Go into the locker room with some good juices, some good vibes, and momentum can switch a game in a heartbeat. Well, this offense hasn't had much to cheer about yet, That play gives them one play. Now let's go build on it and make something happen before the half. Man, I just love physical backs that break tackles and get those extra yards and show that toughness, Palmer.
He's so hard to get on the ground, David. He plays with great pad level and also has phenomenal balance for a running back.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. And to the end zone. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the first. Sneak gets it done.
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Looking to throw on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Wallace. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
To the air on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. He's got an open man.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the 1st down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and
there he goes. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And with that, they've taken the lead. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Tigers will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback...
And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
Back to pass on second down. Throws to the wideout. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be third down.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I know this offense came out here in the second half hoping to build on their one-possession lead, but after that incompletion, I think the smart thing is to just kick it away here and let your defense play and try to get it back to you without giving up any points.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Fires on the move. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
I love when you sell the run like that quarterback did right there. Stuck it in the belly of the running back, pulls it out, runs the play action. Great job of confusing the defense a little bit, making them honor the run, and then throwing the ball in the lanes right behind it.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
A lot of times when you think about speed back, speed, you think on the edge. You don't think in between the tackles. You don't think about breaking tackles. They try to break your ankles. The problem is when you're trying to run there as fast as you possibly can, a lot of times you don't get to put a good hit on him, and in turn you see he breaks tackles and make big plays.
Give to the single back. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
And that's a good second down run. Commit to the running game, run the football. Great gain, great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. He might want another play. To the air on second down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Right on target this time. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Touchdown, Missouri! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Arkansas took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. And for a program that's won double-digit conference titles between the SEC and the old Southwest Conference, this is big time. Big implications today and a notable result as one team trends upward and the other has some work to do.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And some room to work. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field.
Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. He'll try to take it back. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Tiger. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Flushed out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Lacey. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. You talk about taking the wind out of a crowd. A 4th down conversion will do that.
Yeah, they were jacked up in here, excited. The fans get loud, rush the passer, and how about the conversion? The big 4th down conversion here in the 3rd quarter to give yourself some life in a tight ball game.
And the Rebels want to move quickly.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and this
breaks into the open. Picks up the first down, still moving. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Rebels.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. They'll run play action. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Taking it the other way. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? That's it for the period, and Missouri has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. He leaves it with his back. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down. We're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back. You get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with him.
Skips away from pressure. Turns it loose. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. His 3rd and long from the 45. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Steps away. He'll pull it down and run. Inside the 40. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. The Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Lacey. He'll go out of bounds right at the 23-yard line.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gain.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 28-24 game. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hardy. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Missouri gets to the line quickly. On the move. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Solid run on the last play. Sets this offense up on first down. The give as they work on that clock. Past the first down marker and still running. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. Missouri really moving on offense, set up with another first down. To the ground, he's got it again. Oh, he's got some space. Just like that, a huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
Yeah, and I think my thought process needs to be points are good. Because if I get a field goal here, that's fine. I take the lead by more than a field goal. They got to go the length of the field. But I also want to run this clock, let it continue to work. But the goal is to get a touchdown. So let's see what this offense dials up next.
If they can move that thing 1 yard here, that'll probably wrap this baby up. Motion from the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
But when you get down here inside the red zone, you got to be able to run the football. And it's one thing to do it conventionally, but I like the idea of mixing it up and trying to go jet sweep.
On third and short, they're giving it to the tight end. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that.
Well, that's new. If you want to give the ball to the tight end in this situation and let him run the football, I mean, goal line area, maybe. No, you know what? It stunk. It was a bad play call. Don't do it again.
And the field goal unit stays put. They will try to deliver the haymaker and deck them with a touchdown on fourth and goal. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own one. Turning it on. Inside the 50. The 30.
I mean, goodness gracious, you could have driven a semi-truck through that hole. Nobody touched him. This was an easy run. This is the easiest 40-plus yard run you will ever see.
That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, the give, looking for room.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. Quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Wants to go up top. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Rebels! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Man, how about this quarterback right away seeing, I got to get rid of the football. There's a lot of guys near the line of scrimmage. He spits it out, and I let my receiver do the rest. Let my playmaker make me look really good. Really nice pitch and catch. And guess what? You got the lead now in the 4th quarter.
He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Hardy. Timeout called by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
He's taking a deep shot. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Got some room to run. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. On the ground, it's Lacey. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout called by the defense and 15 seconds to go in this one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll try the run. Runs through a tackle. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Timeout called by the defense, and there are only 10 seconds left in the game. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals, and it usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.